Hi guys, welcome to tutorial Race, and in this video I am going to show you Django MySql CRUD operation. So in this video you will learn about the CRUD, create, read, update and delete operation in Django. Write following command to start the new project. First of all, we will start a new project called CRUD. So in my case, I will name the project as DJ student. Okay, so now let's open cmd or command prompt and go to the folder where you want to keep this project. So in my case, here is F drive and then Django folder. Inside that I will create this project. So now let's paste it. So Django admin start project DJ student, the project name is. So now the project is created. Apart from this, I have other project also. So you can see here DJ student here. All right, now cd right here, cd DJ student. Okay, so now we are inside this. In the next step we will create app inside this. And now the next step is to create an app inside the project. Let's write this command: python and manage.py start app students. So this will be our app name. So inside one project there can be many app. So in my case I'm going to create this students app. Now let's write this command inside this. So the command is python manage.py start app students. All right, now let's press enter, and then the app is created here, student. Okay, now the next step is to run MySQL. You need to install this plugin or module called pip install MySQL client. Okay, so this one is already installed in my computer, in this PC. So it is not required actually, because it's already installed. So as you can see, it is saying that requirement already satisfied. MySQL client is already installed in my Python lib directory. So in your case, if you have not installed this already, then you should first install this one to work MySQL. Now let's go to this directory and go to our project. The project name is DJ student. Okay, so here inside this DJ student you can see here settings.py. Now right click on this and open here. Here you can see by default the Django uses SQLite, but we are going to use MySQL. That is why that is comment or simply delete it. Okay, and paste here. Okay, so in our case we will create a project. We will create a database called DJ student. Okay, so let's go to admin php my admin and create here database. Click on database, this one, and then create this DJ student database. So now a database is created. Next, the next step will be to create model. So let's open this model.py, and then inside that we will write this code. It is not required for the time being. So from Django forms import model from, and then from Django imports model, and then class employee here is we will create students. Okay, so models char field, this is text field, this one also, and so we will create here 4 fields. So let's go to here, let's get back here, and then students, in here I can see models. Okay, so open it and simply paste this, and then we need to import something here. Before doing that, apart from that, we need to import to module this one, and then here is employee. So here we will write students. Okay, students, or model name will be students. So we will have pupils like 20, so let's write it 30. Then so it'll be not character, actually it'll be integer here for I. So here will be SID, then F name, L name, email. Okay, so these are the fields. So this one also will be maybe 100, and email field. Next line, let's provide it 50, and then our table name will be students. Okay, so now next let's create model form. Okay, so Django forms, then students model, import students. Okay, and then student form model, class meta model fields. So let's create this one. Let's create a file called forms.py. So let's open here, and then name it as forms.py. Okay, now so students models, import students. So in model name, where is our model name? Students. So this class we are importing here. Okay, import students, then student form, then forms.model form, class meta model student. So this is the next. Now let's go to our view file. So this one is view, then edit it and simply paste this code. So what's happening here, this is the default one, render direct, and then we are importing here students form. So here will be, we need to change here students. Actually our app name is students, right? This one, our app name is students, so we need to make modifications here. So will be students, and then here also students. So we are importing this student form from forms. Okay, so inside forms, here you can see this students forms. So that is why we are importing here in view students forms, this one. So it is forms or via form, and the next one is students.models students. So from models we are importing this students class. From models we are importing this students class. So that is why we have written here students. This is our app name. Okay, students, and this is class name inside that app. So inside model.py there is students, so we are calling that, and this is the class name, and this one is class name, this is app name, and this is the file name. All right, you understand this now? Okay, so now let's proceed ahead. We have created, so let's std, it will be better. So let's create a function or definition def called std, and then request post method. When post method will be done, then first it will be validation, and then forms.tab, and it will be redirected to view file. Okay, and then if there is anything wrong, then it will return back to form. Okay, so we will create this index.html later. Okay, now let's go to this app students here, and then inside that let's create a folder called templates. templates. Okay, inside this app, and inside this template we will create a file called index.html. index.html. Apart from that, we need to make modification. Let's close everything, then we'll open again. So inside index.html we need to write the file. So inside this HTML file, what we are doing, just let's create form. Okay, so inside form we write method post, and then class, then action is std. Okay, and then enter details here. So here is form.sid, and then form.fname. We have created this in model, if you remember. If you want to go here, then inside model we had created this. So these are the fields we are writing there. Of course, you understand, form.fname, form.email, these fields. Okay, and then that's it. So we have created here sid field, and then form, fname, and then email. So we have 3 fields here, 4 fields actually. Okay, now next let's open settings.py. settings.py must be here somewhere. So inside here we need to define the part. First thing is we need to register our app. So app name is student. So what is this? This one is our app name. Oh, not that one actually. App name is students, this one. Okay, that is our project name. So this one is students, is our app name. So that's why we are providing here registering with this app name. This is the first thing. And the second thing is we need to define here directory. Okay, so in the directory we need to define here. So here we need to replace this with this code. So here is dirs part, and then base dir templates part. Alright, so now let's go to our URLs. Okay, here let's write here this code path dot, so here will be std, and then views dot std, views dot std. So do we have inside of views std? Inside this views dot std, yeah, this one. So inside URL we are writing here views.std. that's our function name, this function name. Okay, so now we need to write here import from students, import views. Okay, so now the next step is to create migrations. Create migration for the created model students. Use the following command. So we need to write this command into command prompt: python manage.py make migrations. So let's write this code so that a migration file will be generated. So inside command prompt let's write this code. Oh, it's not code. Copy. Invalid character, there is something wrong. So URL line number 21, there is something problem. Line number 21. Didn't seem to be wrong. So let's try again. here is still problem, line number 21, invalid character in identifier. So it's inside students and url.py. So what is invalid characters? It's the last one, so I think it is not required. Now let's try again. Yeah, now it's my created file. So let's go to students folder here. Students folder, you can see which is our project, this one. So students folder, you can see migrations, and then this file got created after that. So you can see ID which is auto generated, and then a student ID, maybe a roll number we can provide it, but in this case we are providing here SID and then fname, lname. So what I believe is that it is better if we remove this SID, it will be fine. So let's go to models, because ID is created automatically. So let's remove this, and then in the index.html also we don't require this, right? So let's delete this as well. Now let's go to this and just delete this file, and now let's regenerate this. Right, now let's open it. Here you can see ID, fname, lname and email, so 4 fields are there. This one is auto generated. Okay, right, now this with migration, this file is generated. Okay, but we need to migrate it. Migrate means we need to create corresponding table into our MySQL database. So for that we need to write here code. This code is to generate table into our database. So Python, then manage.py, migrate. Okay, so press enter, and then the table is being created. Few tables are inbuilt with Django, like admin, auth and sessions, etc. But you can see here our table is also being generated. So these tables are being created inside our database. Now if you want to check, then let's go to here and then DJ students, click on this. So you can see here inside this a table called students is created here. So if you press this one, then you can see the structure here. So this structure got automatically created. Now let's open this URL std. So for that we need to write here Python manage.py run server. This is the command to run Python manage.py run server, to run the server. So press enter, and then our server is running here. So let's just copy this and paste into the browser, and let's run and check. It's saying page not found, so we have this one. So you can see student's name and student email. There is something wrong, so somehow I believe there is problem in here HTML file. Form dot email. Oh, only two fields are there. So from dot fname and then form dot lname, lb last name. So form dot lname, then student email is file, first name, last name, email. There should be three fields. Yeah, so three fields are there. To make it better, let's include our bootstrap CSS also. To do that, let's create a folder here inside this students, inside our students app. Then create a folder called static. Okay, now inside that we will keep our bootstrap file. So let's go to Google and then download here bootstrap 4. Download bootstrap 4. Click here and then save it. It was already in my folder. I downloaded this for other project, but no problem. So it is better, so let's the download be completed first. Now go to open containing folder and then just I'm cutting this one. There's no point in keeping this, and then static. I'm just pasting here. In fact, we need to extract this. Let's extract it. So rather than this, I'm just trying cutting this. So inside a static folder, there are two folders: CSS, which contains the CSS file, and inside that there is JS, so it contains all the JS file. Now let's delete this one. Now also this is not required, but for the time let it be there. It is not going to cause problem into our project. So now we will call this one, these two files into our project. So for that we need to make modifications in our settings.py. Currently not in settings, actually in this index.html. So we need to load static files. We need to write here. So let's write this line of code. So load static files and then styles it, then static the folder name, and then CSS is another folder name inside that. Here you can see not there actually. Oh, Django, then teacher students here, then static, no, yeah, here you can see this CSS file. So we are calling here, alright, load static CSS bootstrap min.css. This file is present inside CSS folder, this one. So we are calling this, alright. Now let's save it and it will refresh and see whether it is working or not. So let's do one thing. Here is it, page not found, so there is some problem somehow. Let me do one thing. Run again. Yeah, now it is working. Alright, so you can see this push step class is loading. Okay, so now it looks better, right? Okay, so our next task will be to, when we fill the data, it will be inserted into database. Okay, so for the time being, that's it in this video. In the next video I will show you, we will work on that part. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye bye.